Well, here's what's coming up today. We're going to start working on removing images from their background so that we can use them in a composite. Oh, all right. So let me show you how this works. I'm on Schoology right now. I'm going to design with Photoshop composite image number 1, and this is going to be lesson number 3, removing backgrounds with the magic wand. There's a lot of ways you can remove backgrounds in Photoshop. And if you know another way, you could probably use it today, but I'm going to recommend we use the magic wand. So I'll show you what this is all about. There's a link for turning this in. There is a handout, and there are these Mario images that you're going to need. At least some of. You don't have to use all of them, but you'll need some of them. Now, I'm going to show you the handout here first of all, and then I'm going to kind of work through this, and I'll show you what this thing looks like. Let me show you an example. I'm going to hop over to Photoshop here, and this is what I'm talking about. We're going to use these Mario characters, and we're going to work on taking them out of their original photo and put them just on a background. All I got in the background there is a gradient. So I'm going to run through how to do this, and I'll do it pretty fast. So I'm going to close this, and here we go. When you're in Photoshop, first thing you'll do is just create new, or you could open up one of your gradient things or your filter things that we did from another, a previous lesson. But I'm just going to go to Web, Medium, turn off Artboards, click Create. I'm going to get the gradient tool. I've got a circular gradient, a radial gradient. I'm using kind of you see what I got there. It's kind of a white and blue gradient, and that's going to be my background. That's good enough. I could do more. I could add a filter to it if I wanted to. I'm not going to take time to do that. All right, now back up to Schoology here. You'll have to, inside this Mario Images folder on Schoology, you'll have to download some of these. Now, the rule is, if you look at the handout that I have for you today about the magic wand, I'd like for you to try and use 5 of these Mario characters. All right, if you look through the handout that is on Schoology, we're going to try to use 5 as we build this thing. All right, well, so there's obviously more than 5. And so here's how you can download. It's not hard. But let's say I want Bullet Bill. And so what I could do is click on the little thumbnail of Bullet Bill. It opens up in a window that has a little link at the bottom of the window that says Download Image. And I can just click that, and it downloads the image. Now, it's going to put it in your Downloads folder. It's good to know where it's going when it saves it. Or if I want the fire flower, I could click on the thumbnail for the fire flower, and it comes up in this window. It says Download Image right here, so I could click Download Image, and it gets downloaded into my Downloads folder. Now, I have already downloaded the images I want to use for this example, so I'm not going to download any more. I've already got them downloaded. Let's go back to Photoshop and work on what do you do now. All my images are downloaded, so here's what I do. I'm going to click File and click Open, and I'll look in my Downloads folder. That's where they automatically got downloaded to from Schoology. I'm going to start off with Bullet Bill, so I'll click on Bullet Bill, and I'll open Bullet Bill up. There he is. Now the magic wand tool, and I'm going to switch something back to where it will normally be for you. The magic wand tool is probably hiding under this quick selection tool, which, by the way, the quick selection tool wouldn't be a bad way to do this either. It would work pretty well. There are just certain situations where the magic wand tool really does help. So that's what I'm going to show you. All right, so anyway, the 4th tool down, 1, 2, 3, 4, is the quick selection. I'm going to click my mouse and hold, and I see magic wand right there. The next thing I'm going to do, and this could really help you today as well, up on the option bar that goes across the top of the screen, there's a setting on the magic wand called tolerance. Normally, the tolerance of the magic wand is set on 32. That's kind of a weird number, but that's what they set it on. So I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I'm going to change the tolerance of the magic wand to 10. That's what I recommend. You could try a slightly different number, but I'm going to use 10 because I think it's going to work pretty well. So I've got the magic wand. I set the tolerance to 10. Here's what the magic wand does, and it's really good for pictures like this. This picture has a solid white background. Well, that's where the magic wand does its magic. I'm going to take the magic wand and I'll just click on the white. Now what that did is select all the white. Now this is going to turn into a copy and paste operation, but I don't want to copy the white stuff, right? I want to copy Bullet Bill. And when I click the magic wand on the white that's around him, it selected all of the white. I don't want the white. I want him. So here's how we can take care of that. We can go to the Select menu and do Inverse. There is a keyboard shortcut for that, Shift-Control-I if you like the keyboard shortcut. So I'm going to go Select Inverse. It means to select just the opposite. So now when I click Select Inverse, Bullet Bill is selected. Now it becomes copy and paste. So I could go Edit, Copy, or I could do Control-C on the keyboard. I'll switch over to this document where I have my gradient background, and I will go Edit, Paste. I could also do Control-V on the keyboard. Now, Bullet Bill might be a little bit big. Exactly how big you make these things and where you put them is kind of up to you. The way to take care of that is on your keyboard, hold the Control key and hit the letter T. T as in Thomas, right? T. So that means transform. When you do Control-T on your keyboard, you get handles around the object that you're working with, and I can size Bullet Bill however I would like. I can also move him. I can just click on him and move him around and put him wherever I think I want him to go. When you're done transforming, you have to either press the Enter key or you can come up here at the top of the screen and click the little check mark that's up here as well. But you have to do that. If you don't do that, you won't be able to go on and do other things. That's pretty much how you do this. Watch now. I'll click File and click Open, and I'll go find Mario, and I'll open Mario. I downloaded him already. I'll take the magic wand. The tolerance is still set. Once you set the tolerance, it stays there. I'll click in the white area. That selects all around Mario here. Then I will do Select Inverse, which means to select just the opposite. I don't really want to copy the white part. So I'll select Inverse. Gives me a nice tight selection around Mario. I will do Edit Copy. Cool. I will go over to that document that's called Untitled right now because I haven't saved it. But I'll go over to that document and I'll pop this on here. I'll go Edit Paste. And then I'll do Control-T for transform. And I can transform Mario and make him smaller, move him around, put him wherever I want. And when I'm done, I can either press the Enter key or I can come up and click this check mark up here at the top, and that tells Photoshop, okay, that's good, I got it. So let's kind of pick up the pace here. I'll click File and Open, and let's do Waluigi here. Now, here's a situation you run into with some pictures. If I click the white area around Waluigi, that did a pretty good job. But at the area underneath his armpits, right here inside where his arms are like his hands on his knee in that white area in there, it didn't select that because it was kind of blocked off from selecting that. So here's what I have to do in that case. Hold the Shift key and click in here underneath his arm. And once again, over here underneath his arm. And now all of the white stuff is selected. That's what I want to do. So if you have to select several areas of white stuff, hold the Shift key to do it. Now I can go ahead and do Select Inverse. Cool. I can do Edit, Copy. Great. I can switch over to my document here and do Edit, Paste. Fabulous. And now I want to transform Waluigi here, so I'll do Control-T on the keyboard. Size him down some, and you could put him wherever you want to put him. And there are ways, we'll get into this later, but there are also ways. I'm going to go ahead and hit the check mark up here. There's ways to, like I could put him behind Bullet Bill, and we'll get into that kind of thing later on. All right, so I'm just going to finish this up. Click File and Open, and I'll get Bowser. And I'll click the magic wand in the white area. I'll do Select Inverse. I'll do Edit Copy. I'll go over here to my document, and I'll do Edit Paste. And I'll do Control-T on my keyboard to transform, and I'll take Bowser. And like I said, how big you make them and where you put them, up to you, right? And we'll learn more about this as we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit the check mark on Bowser there, and see I'm making this little thing. One more to go. I'm going to click File and Open, and I've also got Luigi here, right? I don't think I've done Luigi yet, so I'll click in the white area around Luigi. Now, if you look where he's got his finger on his nose, like he always does, right? There's a little white area by his chin that did not get selected. How do you do that? Hold the Shift key, And I'm going to click on that white area there. So I've got all the whites selected. I will go select inverse. I will go edit copy. I will go back over to that document and do edit paste. Luigi's in there. I'll do Control T on the keyboard, size him down some and move him around, and you just kind of put him wherever you feel like you want to put him. I'll hit the check mark for that. Now the very top tool on Photoshop is a move tool. So you can click on any layer and move them around, right? You can kind of move them around. And anytime you click on, like if I decide, I want Waluigi to be a little smaller, I can click on him, do Control T, and size him down a little bit. And then hit the check mark. All right. So this is what we're shooting for right here. This is a composite image, right? I stole all those Mario characters from their original picture, and I put them into this combination thing. So this is what I need to save and turn in. I would have to take this and go File, Save As, Save on my computer. I like to stick stuff on my network drive. And I might just call this Mario, right? That's a good name for it. And if you see this box that says Maximize Compatibility, then just click OK. That's it. That's ready to turn in. Let's see how you do.